Oh, for fuck's sake. Every.
We're raising our interest rates here at Jack FM by 3% too. Here's a slightly more interesting song. Hi, I'm Dwayne Johnson, and I love Jack FM, particularly The Rock.
My love, my lover, 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 I'm in paradise whenever I'm with you. My mind.
Cape Town.
And another one. We the best music. DJ Jack FM.
Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss, had it in a blind dance. It was only a kiss, it was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke and she's taking a drag. Now they're going to bed and my stomach is sick and it's all in my head, but she's touching his chest. Now he takes off her dress. Now
Oh! What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Holy jackamole. Morning, John. There it is. We'll start with that.
Jack FM traffic.
A43 at Brackley has all been reopened following on from an accident heading through between Brackley South and the Evenley roundabout. Still problems on the M4 heading through towards the Hungerford turn, 14 to 13. We've got delays, 2 lanes closed off because of an accident on that stretch. Busy A40 now, starting to build up near to Ensham with the roadworks in place. Ensham roundabout a bit slow near to Cookslow. A bit busy coming up at Marston down towards Chilwell Drive on that stretch of Marsh Lane. And we've got some slight delays in Abingdon with the roadworks heading near to the Broadface pub. There's more travel news for you on the Jack Radio Player.
Britain, there's a joy shortage. So we at Tesco have formed the Christmas party to help. We promise 3 for 2 on party food for
Morning,
all
Lindsay.
members of the
Morning,
household.
Lindsay.
We stand for joy. We are the Christmas party. Brought to you by Tesco. Chilled party food only, cheapest item free. Majority of larger stores, club card or app required. N6.
We know we shouldn't, but one more advert doesn't hurt,
There's
does
one
it?
more
Jack FM.
advert.
When Christmas spirit is alive and bright, sleigh bells and reindeer will take flight. Believe, Santa's magical grotto is back this Christmas at Westgate, Oxford. And so is Norbert, a little reindeer with a very big dream. So if you can't wait until Christmas Eve, step into Believe. From December the 1st at Westgate, Oxford. Book now. Search Westgate Oxford Believe for details.
When you travel free range with Chiltern Railways, it's not just about where you're going, it's about how you want to get there. Like to plan ahead for the best value? Our advanced fares adjust the ticket. Need to flock together? Our duo ticket is perfect for birds of a feather. Prefer to fly solo? Relax in one of our quiet zones. Whatever type of traveller you are, our wide range of tickets lets you keep on doing you. Travel free range with Chiltern Railways. Terms and conditions apply.
Over 5 million homes are at risk of flooding, yet many people don't realise they're in danger. Even if you've never been flooded before, it can happen to you. Protect your family and home. Prepare, act, survive. Prepare a bag including medicines and insurance documents. Act by moving important items upstairs or as high as possible. Survive by listening to emergency services. Search what to do in a flood and sign up to flood warnings on gov.uk. To mark remembrance, Ancestry is making millions of UK wartime records free to explore until the 8th of November. From the home front to the front line, with records from the 1700s right
If
up
you
to the
are
World
watching,
Wars.
do me a favour.
Discover your family's
Either
wartime
download
story, learn
the
about
Jack
part they
FM
did
app
in history,
or
and ensure their memory
go
lives
to
on. Bring your backstory to
jackfm.co.uk
life with Ancestry.
and
Free
and
access
have that
ends 8th
open
of
as well.
November, so start discovering
So
today.
download the Jack FM app and have it
COVID-19
playing,
and flu spread more
if you
quickly in
can,
winter
or
and
go
can
to
both cause serious illness.
jackfm.co.uk and have
Protection
that
provided
playing
by
because it will
COVID-19
really help
vaccines decreases over
my
time.
listener
So if you're over
numbers.
50,
It'd be a
in
huge
an at-risk
favour.
group,
Morning, Susan,
or
Mandy. I'm
pregnant,
sorry
boost your
to
immunity
hear
now.
that.
And because flu viruses can
So I
change every
suspect I
year,
should be in that boat
many
tonight.
adults and children can also get a free flu vaccine. Vaccines are your best protection, even if you've had COVID-19 or flu. Find out if you're eligible at nhs.uk and book now.
Jack FM with the latest news next.
Sky Glass. It's just a smart TV, innit?
No, it's smarter.
How's it smarter?
Well, it's the only TV with Sky inside, and it helps you find whatever you want to watch in seconds. Say you fancy action.
Actually, I'm more of a romantic comedy kind of guy.
Oh, me
I
too.
think
Just
there's
say show
I'm
me
making-
rom-coms.
this
And
is
there
my
you
own
go. There's
experience.
Pretty
I believe
Woman on
there is
Disney
COVID
Plus, Eat, Pray,
isn't
Love on Prime, or
showing
Shall We
up on
Dance
those
on
tests.
Sky. With Sky Glass, they're all in one place.
Oh,
purely,
that's smart.
No,
what's
it's
it when
smarter.
it's
Sky
not
Glass,
scientific,
smarter
it's
than a
just that
smart
you've
TV. Requires Sky TV third-party apps.
Anecdotal,
Minimum broadband
purely
speed 10 megabits per
anecdotal.
second, 18 plus.
I'm sure my
On
son
106
had it.
FM, DAB, and online, this is Jack FM
You
News.
know what? I'd love to get it again.
Morning, it's Jo with the latest. The largest ever survey of school leaders has found that more than half are looking at staff redundancies due to underfunding and rising costs. 2/3 of head teachers in England said they'll have to make teaching assistants redundant or reduce their hours. Half are looking at cutting back on teachers. The government insists it's increased education spending. But Paul Whiteman from the NAHT union says
Can you not
children
stream
are
it
being
in your
abandoned.
country without the VPN?
Budgets would be catastrophic for young
It would still count as a
If
listen.
we really are going to repair the damage of the current crisis, we need to invest in young people right now.
Annalise Dodd has written to the Conservative Party chair Nadeem Zahawi urging the government to tackle rising Islamophobia. The Oxford MP contacted her counterpart after new data revealed hate crimes had risen by 28% in the last year.
The Labour chair says the government hasn't adopted the all-party parliamentary group's terminology on Islamophobia and is refusing to use it. Americans will cast their votes in the midterm elections today. The result could see Republicans take control of both houses of Congress, which would make it harder for Joe Biden's administration to pass new laws. Rishi Sunak is coming under increasing pressure about bringing ally Sir Gavin Williamson back into government after he allegedly bullied a top civil servant. It's claimed the Cabinet Office Minister deliberately demeaned and intimidated the official. Researchers at Oxford have developed a new tool for doctors to estimate a patient's risk of having a serious fall. They say it will have a big impact on the way
I don't
older
think it
patients
matters.
are
I
managed
don't think
in
it
terms of
matters.
drug
I'm in
treatments
Oxford,
and
not
fall
London.
prevention
I don't think it
strategies.
matters.
The tool combines GP records and hospital data. In England, around 235,000 annual hospital admissions for over 65s are because of falls, costing the NHS an estimated £2.3 billion. And Olivia Attwood says she's heartbroken after having to leave I'm a Celebrity after just one day in the jungle. ITV says the former Love Island contestant was told by the programme's medical team that it's not safe for her to return to
Jack FM Sport.
With ASM. Are you into cars? Then they're into you. Google ASM if you'd like a job in vehicle recycling.
Liverpool fans hope to be represented in any prospective sale of the Premier League club. Owners Fenway Sports Group say they're open to accepting new shareholders. Supporters organisation Spirit of Shankly have asked for clarification. Harriet Pryor from the Anfield Wrap told Sky Sports News the Americans' reign must be seen as a success.
They brought in Jurgen Klopp. They took over 12 years ago, and in that time, Liverpool have won everything they've had to win. They've built a squad that's absolutely incredible. They've brought in a manager who is world class, and they've literally won everything, and most notably the Premier League after a 30-year wait and the Champions League.
Jack FM weather.
Showers and sunshine today. It is looking a bit breezy. Highs of 14. Similar temperatures tomorrow, but it should be mostly dry and bright.
Good morning, Joe. It's everything is going wrong. You've moved desks in the office. Why?
That's so angry.
Why?
We needed to add another desk because there's too many people now. So it moved me around.
But you used to sit at the head of the desk. You were news queen. You were King Henry VIII.
Yeah.
You were in control of all of those people that work out there.
And it was so handy for you because you could ask me questions and just wait for me to hear it.
Yep.
And then I could turn around and
You turn around.
answer.
Now, oh my God! You're sat directly opposite me now. In the studio, there's a big window that looks into the office. Before I was looking at Joe's left ear. Right ear, by the way. Now, oh my God, we're going to make eye contact.
No, because my screen's really big. You won't see me.
We're going to make eye contact.
You won't see me.
There are some people, no names, no pack drill, mainly because I don't know their names, who, when they come into the office, will turn their head left and look at me in the studio.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that weird?
odd me. Some radio stations, they were going to do it at 3CR and then they bottled it. Some radio stations are in like shopping centres with windows all around.
Oh.
So they can, I couldn't name one, I'm sure this happens, so that punters can see you. Strangers can see you. What I would love is either a pair of curtains over the window so I can pull it together, or like an automatic blind, and if someone was looking at me, I just press the button and it comes down.
I think you need to be able to see out the window. You need to be able to see the weather. You need to be able to see.
You don't need to see any of that
You don't
rubbish.
really need to.
I am old enough to remember. Do you know what a net curtain is?
Yes.
Because when I was, why are you laughing?
I don't know. I'm not. Yeah.
No one has them anymore.
No. Some nans. Maybe.
Some nanas do.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, everyone had net curtains. So for those youngsters out there, you'd have your curtains, didn't have blinds. No one knew. Oh, a Venetian blind? What the hell is that? So you had curtains. But then to stop people looking in, you'd have this sort of lace-like white curtain that had holes in it. God, it sounds nuts, doesn't it? And you could see through it on to the outside, but they couldn't see through it to the inside.
Yeah, great for snooping, right?
Great for snooping. But then, like once a year during the spring clean, I'm old enough to remember spring cleaning, the net curtains would come down, they'd go in the wash, they'd go back up, and they'd be like half an inch shorter. Every single time. We used to have, when I lived in Slough, we used to have this woman walk past who my mum called Old Sideways Head. Because every time she walked past her house, she would just Turn her head to the left. And look at it. The whole time she was walking past the window. Old sideways head. Going to be talking about sleep later on. And awkward, uncomfortable or weird places that people have fallen asleep. So have a little think, Joe.
I had a really weird dream last night as well. I don't know if you're interested. Dreams aren't the most exciting. But this was especially weird.
Even Martin Luther King's dream that was the only interesting
Only good one, yeah.
But we will have it later on. We're
Right.
going to talk about that. Thank you, Joe. Thank you very much. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about places that you've slept, also curtain stories, looking through windows, and always open to I'm old enough to remember. Let's start the show as the way we mean to go on with a bit of the hobo.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me down the road. It's where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on down this road that never seems to end. When new adventure lies just around the bend. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, the whole world is my home. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. There's a world that's waiting to
Morning,
unfold.
Professor.
A brand new tale no one has ever told.
Kurt.
We've journeyed far, but you know it won't be long. We're almost there and we paid our fare with a whole song. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. So
So much smoke. Loads of ways you can get in touch. You can text 81400, 81400. Start your text with the word Jack. Or call 01865 575 106. See Ian Lee's Rude Awakening, weekdays from 7 on Jack.
Also, lane closures at M4 East because of a incident being dealt with by the
Wrong
ambulance
cocktail.
crews heading near to Junction 14, Hungerford to 13 at Cheveley and Newbury. So we've got lane closures in place there, 2 lanes closed off of the 4 as you head down that eastbound stretch. We're coping okay as you head through the centre of Oxford, not too busy just yet, bit slow. We're heading around the Headington roundabout though from the eastern bypass, and we've got some slight delays as usual coming up onto the A40 there. We've got some heavy traffic at the Cutslow roundabout. A40 busy at Ensham because of the roadworks. More travelling.
I'm going to play more music to see if we can get more listeners.
Ready to help build the future? SST Technology specialise in the design and manufacture of precision fabrications, and we're currently recruiting skilled and experienced TIG welders. For your chance to work in a cutting-edge setting where amazing people make a real difference with great pay and benefits, visit polartechnology.co.uk to learn about this and other vacancies within our group and build your future with SST Technology, part of Polar Technology Group.
Jack FM and OAS present The Apprentice Podcast.
Hi, I'm Andrea Fox. Join me for a new podcast where I find out about the apprenticeships that Oxfordshire Advanced Skills have to offer, directly from the apprentices themselves.
You learn different skills. It's a very good facility. A lot of the equipment is new.
And the team at OAS.
Right now, there's a skills shortage in engineering, and if you get those diverse people, we can fill those gaps.
As well as listening to our podcast, why not attend the next OAS opening evening on the 9th of February? You can tour the facilities and meet the staff and employers. Find out more at jackfm.co.uk.
The Checkers at Burkhardt with multi-award-winning chef Steve Sanderson.
Many customers say, "Are you the guy that puts the fun back on the plate?" And I say, "We have to wait and see." So it's
You put the
stuck,
fun
but
on my
even
plate.
saying it puts a smile on your face. You want to go out and smile and have fun. I'm not going to win everyone round, but the majority, yeah. And I think that's what going out should be. It should be a fun time. You've worked really hard all week and you want to come out and have a nice meal and you want to have fun. And we like to have fun. So why not put the fun back on the plate?
Contemporary British food in a fabulous atmosphere. Visit the Checkers at Burkhardt or find us online.
We're the pub that puts the fun back on the plate.
Dirty bastards.
'Twas just before
Bet the food there
Christmas,
is great,
and
but
many
don't put any
people
fun on my
wondered,
plate.
what's the best Christmas outing? Then Santa's voice thundered, I'll invite families to the North Pole to explore, immersive with my magical Christmas adventure. For 3 to 4 hours, such delights to encounter, a world of surprises, and of course, you'll meet Santa. So, my friends, book your tickets for a fabulous day. Search the magical Christmas adventure.co.uk.
Christmas has landed at Robert Dyas. From decorations to entertaining and gifts for the whole family, we've got something for every moment this Christmas. Enjoy 25% off our stunning selection of champagne flutes and wine glasses, and don't miss out on essentials for the big day, like baking trays, turkey basters, and gift wrap, all for under £5. For more essentials that help you cut the costs this Christmas, find us on your local high street or at robertdyas.co.uk.
You don't have to be married.
Or civil partnered.
I can adopt with my long-term boyfriend.
I can adopt now on my own.
If you're in the LGBTQ+ community, Adopt Thames Valley can help you adopt. Single, long-term partnered, civil partnered or married. If you can commit to love and nurture a child and provide a stable forever home for them, we'd like to hear from you. Call Adopt Thames Valley on 0800 731 0171 today.
A child's future starts with you.
Ian Lee's Rude Awakening, the episodic breakfast show. It's a serial, you see. 106 Jack FM.
Hosting an awards tonight, and I got to do 10 minutes at the start. 10 minutes of what? I'm not a comedian.
as well as how to say more confusing words and names, so make sure to stay tuned to the channel. How do you say it? Collegiate.
Collegiate. That's not a bad idea. That is a good idea. Well, I'm going to do some jungle stuff. I'm not going to speak about the human rights because that is going to kill the vibe a little bit. But yeah, Dean, 10 minutes of the Versus radio show. I can get a couple of clips in there. That is a brilliant idea. Some jungle stories. Done. Finishes late. Finishes about 10:30. It's in central London. So I'm probably going to end up sleeping here tonight. Get about 4 hours sleep. My life, right? I never would have thought. I'm 50 next year, and when I was at school, I wasn't great at school. I was terribly naughty. I was thoroughly unpleasant to a lot of my peers. I'm working my step 9 and I'm going around and I'm making amends wherever possible. There's a little Bill reference for those in the know. Yeah, yes, I'm a friend of Bill's. And but I was naughty. I recently diagnosed with bipolar and ADHD. It explains so much of it. However, the point I'm trying to make, he said, trying not to go off on too much of an ADHD tangent, is I never thought my life would end up like this. I never thought I'd end up nearly 50 in a radio station hosting my own breakfast show with a brilliant team, Joe and Will, Mr. Steve. I never thought I'd be a qualified counsellor. I never thought I'd be doing these weird corporate gigs, right? The radio is fun and is a lot of fun. The money is with the corporate gigs. And I did a really weird one at the weekend with the fireworks show. Loved it. Tell you why it was weird. I was stood on stage with Nathan, who, was one of the organisers. And there's 25,000 people and he's playing Coldplay. And most of the people have got their phone torches on and waving it. Whatever you think about Coldplay, it looked incredible, right? And I'm stood there, and I brought my partner out. I said, "Come on, look at this," and it was amazing, right? It was beautiful. There's no other way to describe it. Never thought I'd be doing that. And then tonight, I'm hosting an awards ceremony in central London, right? And award ceremonies are kind of straightforward to host. The next award is blah, 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 blah. And the winner is blah, 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 blah. That's it, really. That's all you've got to do. And I've done it 100 times. So I know what I'm doing. However, I always get really nervous before the fireworks, nausea, self-loathing, all of those kind of things. And I got it for this thing tonight. And the reason I've got it is they said, "Can you do 10 minutes at the start?" Yeah. Because the money's good. Yeah. Can you do 10 minutes at the start? Yep, can do that. What does that mean? What does 10 minutes? What does 10 minutes of what? Mime? Jimbo says, "I can't believe blah, 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 blah has swept the board again." 10 minutes of what? You want me to sing? Oh, God, I'd love. Imagine if I came out. Imagine if I came out and sang Birdhouse in Your Soul. That would be... that would be something, right? No, I'm not going to do it. I'm very tempted to do it now. I won't. Mimes. I ain't doing stand-up. I'm not a stand-up. I can't do stand-up. So I'll tell a couple of jungle stories. That's 90 seconds. Okay, that leaves me with 8.5 minutes to go. So I think someone in the chat has suggested playing. I used to do a show called Ian Lee versus Radio, and I would play clips from radio where it had gone wrong. Generally, where someone says something very, very rude. A caller says something rude. Or Nikki Campbell. Go and look this up. It's not safe for work. And I have to say this so carefully. Go onto YouTube. Type in Nikki Campbell, West Kent Hunt. It's not safe for work. It's definitely not safe for kids. It's hilarious. Probably won't play that one at the show tonight. But it's a weird career, right? It's a very weird career. 01865 575 106 is the telephone number. Weird things you've had to do for work. Quite a lot of stuff I'm firing out today. Got a lot to talk about. Weird things that you've done at work. We'll talk about sleep in a bit. What was your house like in the 1970s? Kids now look back on the 70s and 80s, much as I look back on the 50s and 60s as being really cool. The thing you have to remember about the 50s and 60s, they had outside toilets and they didn't use deodorant. The Beatles stank. Not the music, the human beings. 70s and 80s weren't that much better. I don't remember a lot of deodorant being around. Maybe for mums had some Impulse. But that's it. The 70s were grim. Some places still had outside toilets. I remember Nanny Menagin. There's a name, like one of my great-grandmothers. I was lucky enough to meet my great-grandmothers. She had an outside toilet. It was the most disgusting and terrifying place in the world. Awful. I've got to go to the toilet. It's outside. It's spiders. It was dark. It was wet. It was horrible. What was your house like in the 70s? Someone's just texted in. If you do text in, put your name down, please. Soda Stream. Make your own fizzy pop. My boys have got a Soda Stream. Did we learn nothing in the 70s? Soda Streams, they don't work. They don't work. Fizzy pop is really, really cheap. Go and do that. What was your house like in the 70s? Oh, someone has, if you want to join in the chat, you can either tweet me at Ian Lee, or you can go to twitch.tv/TLNA. Twitch.tv/TLNA. Someone's mentioned the carpets. The carpets in the 1970s were awful. You didn't get plain carpet, like plain dark carpet, plain beige carpet. You had carpets with like these psychedelic orange patterns on. Generally leaves, but just awful things that would give you a migraine. If you stared at them long enough, it was like taking LSD. You started tripping your nuts off. There we go, I said it. I couldn't think of anything better to say. 01865 575 106 is the phone number. You can text 81400. 81400. Start your text with the word Jack. Put your name down, please. This is Ian Lee's Rude Awakening every weekday from 7 on Jack FM. Joe's up next with the news.
Ian Lee's Rude Awakening with Polar Technology Group Ensham, specialists in high-tech engineering. Pressing play on a song is about as technical as it gets here. 106 Jack FM.
Can a smart thermostat reduce my bills?
A lot of people are asking this question right now, and the easy answer is yes, it can. In fact, our sleek new Hive Thermostat Mini could save you up to £311 per year on your energy bills. The Hive Mini helps you control your heating and hot water from wherever you are, reducing energy waste. All for a one-off £119. Search Hive Smart Thermostat. Terms and exclusions apply. Savings based on an average annual energy consumption of 10,578 kilowatts per hour at 10.3p per kilowatts per hour.
Jack FM traffic.
Well, still some problems on the M4. Just one lane closed now near to junction 14 to 13, heading through towards Cheveley. We've got about a 25-minute delay on that eastbound side. One lane still closed off because of this medical emergency. The M40, the stretch south near to junction 9 at Bicester, that's starting to back up. Bit of congestion on the A40 near to the Walcott roundabout, and also slight delays through Ensham with the roadworks at the Ensham roundabout, and picking up a bit in Abingdon with the roadworks Bridge Street near to the Broadface pub as you head across Nags Head Island. Plenty more travel news for you on the Jack Radio Player.
On 106 FM, DAB and online, this is Jack FM News.
headlines. Head teachers in England say overstretched budgets will force them to make redundancies in the new year. Unions warn children will bear the brunt of
anyone know-
cuts with larger class sizes and fewer teachers. Support
Does
for
anyone
NHS
know
workers in
where I can find the Andy
Oxfordshire
Crane Do You
struggling with the
Remember
cost
song?
of living crisis is
So
ramping
I'm hosting
up
an
this week,
awards thing
as well as
tonight, Dave.
free
One of those
breakfast for
ones
those
that's
who need it,
quite
as
well
cheaper
paid.
hot meal options for staff
And I
at
have to
all
do 10
4
minutes at the
hospitals
start.
run by the Oxford University
Couple of
Hospital
jungle
Trust.
stories.
Free bikes
Couple of
also being
clips
made
of people
available
saying
to
big
staff.
curtains on the radio.
Donald Trump has told voters he will make a very big announcement this week as he urged them to back his Republican Party in today's US midterm elections. Democrats currently control both houses of Congress, but if that flips, it will be much harder for President Joe Biden to pass laws. And a grey pinstripe suit worn by Sir Winston Churchill has gone on display at his birthplace at Blenheim Palace. The suit bought at auction was made by British fashion retailer Austin Reed in the 1950s.
Jack FM Sport.
With ASM, fancy recycling your career into something much more interesting? ASM are recruiting now.
Oxford United will play Exeter City at home in the second round of this season's FA Cup if they can beat Woking in the first round. It's after the initial game was called off on Sunday because of a waterlogged pitch. The match hasn't yet been rearranged. And Southampton are to begin talks with Nathan Jones about becoming their next manager after Luton's game with Stoke tonight.
Quite
Premier
business
League
awards.
strugglers
Business
have been
awards.
given permission to speak to the Championship club's boss after sacking Ralph Hasenhüttl.
Jack FM weather.
It's going to be rainy around lunchtime. It should be dry this evening, though. A bit breezy today, highs of 14. Tomorrow is looking dry.
Bang. I don't normally do the kind of reminiscence phone-ins. I've always found them very, very lazy. Do you remember? I find them quite lazy. But today we're going to do it, right? Because I think there is some merit in them. I'm old enough to remember, Joe, in the 80s and the 90s, if you were in a pub in the evening, around about 9 o'clock, the seafood man would come in. You don't know the seafood man? So you'd be there about 9, half 9, and a bloke would walk in with like a dirty white long jacket and a polystyrene box. Seafood! Seafood! Fish! And he'd be selling like fish.
Raw fish to take home?
No, to eat there.
Oh.
Like, I guess cockles.
Oysters?
And whelks, oysters. Maybe some sardines. That's nuts.
Yeah.
If you were, listen, this is a long shot. If you were ever the seafood man, and it was always a man, I'm not being sexist, no women did that job, probably because they were far too sensible to walk into it. But that's a weird.
Yeah, I've never heard of that before.
The seafood man. There's also a lot of people in the chat have reminded me. A lot of people in the 70s and 80s didn't own a TV. They rented them. You'd rent a TV and a video from Rumbelows.
What, for like special occasions?
No, you'd have it all the time. It was like from Radio Rentals or Rumbelows, and you'd pay like £3 a month to have a TV and a video, but you didn't own it. If you did own it and it broke, get this. There was a thing called the TV repairman, and you would. It sounds like a completely foreign world, right? It sounds like I'm making all of this up. If you owned the TV and it broke, you would phone up the TV repairman, and a bloke would come round in blue overalls, a lot of costumes in the 70s, blue overalls with a toolkit, and it was really exciting when the TV repairman came round because you just sit there watching him, and he'd turn the TV round, he'd take the back off, you got to see inside the TV, and he would fix it.
So you'd just get your yellow pages out?
Yep.
And there'd be, what, lots of different TV repairmen?
Yep.
You pick your local one?
Yep. The yellow pages, you'd always get people whose names would be A TV repairman, so they were first. I am reminded by Visionary, I didn't have one of these. This is insane. If you rented a TV, sometimes you didn't pay directly. You didn't go in and pay your check or cash. Some of them had a little box on the side. You put 50 pence in. You turn the handle and you get TV. Yeah.
I'm not sure I believe that one.
Honestly.
Where's the money go?
It went into the little box.
Right.
And I guess at the end of each month, I didn't have one. I guess at the end of each month, the Radio Rentals man would come round and open the box and take the money out.
Yeah.
I'm going to find a picture of it. That's nuts.
I
isn't
don't
it?
know if you're having me on with this one.
I swear to God.
I remember having a flat where I had to put money into the meter for the electricity.
Coins.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's, so the TV thing, maybe not too much of a stretch.
My dad was a thief. Right? There's no two ways about it. He worked at the BBC. He lost his job because he kept stealing stuff. Right? Fair play to him. He was a thief. We were the first people in our street to get a video recorder. It was a Betamax. But we couldn't tell anyone. We had to hide it behind the sofa because it was stolen. But there was he knew people.
Yeah.
And there was always a man. You talk about the coins in the meters. There was always a man that knew how to rig it.
Right.
So that
a coin would come back out.
So did it come back out, or you didn't have to put money in? I can't remember what the con was, but it was completely illegal, and you could go to prison for it. It was a serious thing, completely illegal, quite dangerous. I think you could get an electric shock. It was involved like opening it up and putting a bit of metal in to stop the clock.
Right.
I think that was how it worked. We got some callers. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. Just on the topic of your dad was a thief.
Yes.
My dad was a thief as well. Second World War, when all his mates were kind of getting conscripted by, he decided to rob a jewellery store, and with the thought of, if he got away with it, he'd have all the takings, and if he got caught, he'd get chucked in Nick and wouldn't have to go to war. He got caught, he didn't go to war.
Well,
and he lived to be like 80-odd.
Hang on, how old are you?
48.
What's your birthday?
12th of the 9th, 74.
Right. Your dad would not be old enough to have fought in the Second World War.
No, granddad.
You said dad. Did he say dad?
I'm not sure. I'm not getting involved. I'm not.
After the whole sucking fiasco from yesterday, I need to clean my ears out. So he never went to. So he was a coward.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, you've thrown out some great topics today, and your dad being a thief was the one I ran with.
Thank you very much. Morning, Alistair.
Good morning, team. How are you all?
How are you, Joe?
I'm very well.
We're living the dream, brother. We're living the dream.
You're taking me down memory lane this morning, Ian.
Okay.
Talk of the 70s, TV repairman.
Yeah.
Always very excited.
It was.
And the TV went wrong a lot.
Yeah.
And also, we had washing machine repairmen come frequently.
Did you have a washing machine that we have now, or did you have the twin tub? So you had two separate parts of the washing machine?
No, we had the ones we have now, sort of thing.
All right.
So,
Repairmen. Oh, it's such a wonderful. It was so exciting when the repairmen came. It was almost as exciting as the coalman. You get coal delivered.
yeah, but they used to smell a bit strange. You know, in my experience, repairmen.
I never sniffed them, Alistair. I never sniffed them. Alistair, thank you very much indeed. 01865 575 106. Joe, thank you very much. I'll speak to you in a bit. This is Ian Lee's Rude Awakening, weekdays from 7.
Ian Lee's Rude Awakening on Jack FM. If this doesn't wake you up, we can't help you.
Without these pills, you're led
Awakening. Wake up and smell the cup of tea or something. 106 Jack FM.
Right, I've just been out of the office. Poor Joe. It's like we're talking about living in a foreign country. We're going to do a little thing later on where Joe is going to tell me some stuff that she remembers, and we'll see what the difference is. But I also just remembered some stuff that my dad told me. And this must be what it's like for Joe hearing me talk. I'm 15 years older than her. The way she is reacting to how I'm talking is the same way I would have reacted to the way my dad talked. I'll tell you some more of that after this.
Ian Lee's Rude Awakening with Polar Technology Group Ensham. Now hiring engineers for Lentus Composites to make aerospace products. Fly to lentuscomposites.co.uk. We've often thought our Jack FM breakfast team was space cadets.
Jack FM traffic.
Well, the M4 very busy with there's a medical emergency taking place near to junction 14, Hungerford to 13 at Cheveley on that stretch down towards the A34. About a 20-minute delay. 2 lanes have been closed off whilst an ambulance attends to a vehicle there. We have problems on the A40 if heading west near to the Cuxlow Walcott roundabout. Watch out for delays between those two. And some slow traffic at Ensham with the roadworks at the Ensham roundabout heading through towards Cassington. Oxford bound is particularly busy. And slow traffic Abingdon, Ox Street and Stratton Way. Plenty more travel news for you on the Jack Radio Player.
Did he just catch a rocket?
He caught a rocket.
Stop the trailer! He just caught a rocket! Black Adam just caught a rocket, Sergey!
Luncheon vouchers!
Exactly! It has to be seen on the big screen! To the cinema! Get 2-for-1 cinema tickets every Tuesday or Wednesday only with Compare the Market. Black Adam, in cinemas now! With a qualifying product, 1 membership a year, participating cinemas, 2 standard tickets only, cheapest free. T's and C's apply.
We know what you're thinking. Give us another advert. You're welcome. Jack FM.
My boyfriend
boyfriend was taking the mickey the other day, saying I drive too slow, getting impatient because I wasn't overtaking everything. He's not getting a lift
Give
again.
me some words I can say.
I mean,
like lunch
speed
and
limits
vouchers,
across
breakfast
Oxfordshire
fast,
are being
serving
cut
hacks.
for a reason.
that,
As well as being safer for
they won't
drivers,
know.
cyclists and pedestrians, less noise and pollution helps us all. Visit Oxfordshire-20 miles per hour for details of what's happening and find out how Oxfordshire County Council is creating a safer pace for a safer place.
The food you eat should inspire you. So should the appliances you use to prepare it. And Smeg's extensive collection of ovens and hobs, range cookers and fridge freezers offer the perfect combination of stunning performance and sleek design. Innovative, iconic, the perfect addition to your kitchen space. Discover technology with style at Smeg's Abingdon Showroom. Book your appointment at smeguk.com/Abingdon Showroom.
Think all courses are the same? Not when they're at Oxford Energy Academy. Looking for plumbing, gas, electrical or renewables engineer training or plumbing apprenticeships? Expert tutors with years of industry experience, a purpose-built training centre in Whitney and great Ofsted reviews mean Oxford Energy Academy can take you to the next level. Demand is huge, so search Oxford Energy Academy or call Whitney 771155 now. There are courses and there are courses at Oxford Energy Academy.
Getting that brand new car you've been saving up for? It's a leap that can have you going from
Oh, how amazing is this?
to.
Who are these clowns on the road?
Don't worry. Churchill is here to help keep you chilled. Oh yes. Our uninsured driver promise means that if you're involved in an accident with an uninsured driver that isn't your fault, your no-claim discount won't be affected. Enjoy the leap into your new wheels with Churchill. With comprehensive cover, registration number, make and model of the other car is required to make a claim.
Jack FM loves being able to count on EE.
Now, we get ourselves a health check, we get our cars serviced, we even get our pets checked over. But if you're an EE customer, did you know that you can get a free annual device checkup? From diagnostics to a full polish, keeping your phone running in tip-top condition for longer and saving you money.
All on the UK's best network. Head to ee.co.uk/count-on-EE.
I was so nervous before our first date.
But then we just talked for hours. I honestly felt like
I'd known him forever. I couldn't believe
some of the things we told each other.
the way he looked at me. It was just
Electric. Eventually the restaurant
threw us out. And I thought, wow, I've met
someone who just
gets me.
At eHarmony, we don't just match you with anyone. We get to know you better first. That's why every 14 minutes, someone finds love on eHarmony. To find out more, download the app or visit our website.
Ian Lee's Rude Awakening is here. All other breakfast shows are toast. 106 Jack FM.
Okay, I'm compiling a list of words that I will read to Will and Joe to see if any of it makes sense. Okay, I guess we're going to call it the Dictionary of Old. Green Shield Stamps is on there as our lunch and vouchers, right? So I never do those reminiscence shows. Do you remember when? But do you know what? Today we're diving in and we're going to embrace it. Oh, by the way, if you're a new listener because you were at the fireworks on Saturday, hello, you're welcome. Lovely to have you here. If you want to text a little hello, you can. 81400. Start your text with the word Jack and just let me know you were at the fireworks. That was fun. It was fun. So, yeah.
lots of places in Oxfordshire to keep people safer
Internet
and
seems to be
reduce
holding
noise
up
and
these
pollution.
days.
So make sure you keep an extra careful eye on the signs. See Oxfordshire/20 mph for details and help create a safer pace for a safer place.
Because PlusNet Fibre is fast and reliable, you can live stream a spin class, download an exercise playlist, and track your progress on your smartwatch all at the same time.
Joe from Milkshack, come on, step
Watch
it
out,
up.
there's a Humphrey about.
What you can't do
Watch out.
is rely on a bad
There's a
connection to shut
Humphrey
your
about.
trainer up. Get great value, award-winning fibre broadband from PlusNet. Now with PlusNet's most reliable router ever. That'll do. Search PlusNet Fibre now. Terms apply.
Christmas has landed at Robert Dyer's. From decorations to entertaining and gifts for the whole family, we've got something for every moment this Christmas. Enjoy 25%
interesting.
off our stunning selection of champagne flutes and wine glasses, and don't miss out on essentials for the big day,
Sleeping bag.
like baking trays, turkey basters, and gift wrap, all for under £5.
There's a shower here.
For more essentials that help you cut the cost this
When you get
Christmas,
here about
find us on your
midnight,
local high
half
street
12,
or at robertdyers.co.uk.
5 hours sleep.
So, let's talk about you. Actually, let's talk about me, just for a bit, because I was like you. In 40-odd years, I hadn't done much exercise, but I knew I had to start. So, I got the Couch to 5K app. From not being able to run for more than a minute, 9 weeks later, I was running for half an hour.
really
It's
wanna
simple,
build an
it's free,
extension on my
and it's
house.
all
Just
planned
because I've got
out.
3
With a
bedrooms,
little
right?
support,
But
it's
supposing
amazing
at
what your
some
body can
point,
do.
which I might
Join
do,
thousands of monthly users.
not in the
Download
studio,
the free 1U
I'll do it
Couch
out
to
there.
5K
We'll
app
do it in the
now,
studio,
because
couldn't
there's only one you.
Now, more than ever, as a police officer, you can be proud of who you are, celebrate your religion, your identity, your culture. I'm Detective Constable Usher Evans, and I do this every day. I wear my Janlo because of what it means to me, what it represents, and what it says to the communities I work with. It says difference is welcomed in the Met. It says we are open. It says you can be part of it. You can represent London.
Now more than ever, become a police officer in London's Met. Search Met Police Careers.
I'm Julius Caesar,
if I get
an emperor,
home,
not a tradesperson.
I get home
But if I
about
was,
midnight,
I'd be on
and I gotta be up at
Checkatrade.
5:30,
8
and
out
there's
of
always
10
the
homeowners
worry-
surveyed would choose a tradesperson from Checkatrade over one that
There's always
isn't.
the worry
And they
if I
guarantee
sleep
you work
at
for a
home
year. So
after
apply
a late
today.
night, I won't wake up.
Up to
Sorry, Susan,
£1,000.
apologise.
T's and C's apply.
I will be sleeping.
Jack
in the-
FM,
Why
with
can't
the
you believe I'm
latest
sleeping in the
news
studio?
next.
Isn't
Live.
Sky Glass just a smart TV?
No, it's smarter. It's the only TV with Sky inside. And you know all that time you waste flicking between apps?
What about it?
Well, Sky Glass can find any show in seconds. Just ask. Say you fancy...
Spider-Man?
Sure, just say show me Spider-Man. Whether it's The Amazing
Oh.
Spider-Man 2 on
Well, in that
Prime,
case, I'm
No Way
fucked.
Home on Sky, or Into the Spider-Verse on Disney+. They're all in one place.
That's smart.
No, it's smarter.
Okay, in
Sky
that case, I
Glass.
won't get along.
Smarter than a smart TV. Requires Sky TV third-party apps. Minimum broadband speed 10 megabits per second. 18+.
On 106 FM, DAB, and
In that case, I
online,
can't get the
this
extension.
is Jack FM News.
It's Joe with your top stories. Most schools in England say they face having to make redundancies next year. A survey of heads found half are looking
can't
at
get the
cutting
extension
teachers,
bill.
and 2/3 say they'll have to reduce the number of teaching assistants. Unions say it will be catastrophic for children if school budgets aren't increased. This head teacher speaking anonymously because she wants.
I won't get a mortgage. Hello. Morning, Mr. Modell. Stay there. I'll be with you in a minute.
Thanks.
My earnings have been so... I haven't really been earning anything for the last 2 years, so I won't get a loan.
The community that we serve. The Department for Education says it's already increased funding
Oh, well.
this year.
It's nice
Sir
to hear.
Gavin Williamson says he strongly rejects the claim that he told a senior civil servant to slit your throats when he was Defence Secretary. The Cabinet Office minister's facing fresh
Buy
allegations
some
of
shoes
bullying.
today. I don't have any
after
black
reportedly
shoes.
sending abusive messages to former Chief Whip Wendy Morton. Annalise Dodds has written to the Conservative Party chair Nadine Zahawi, urging the government to tackle rising Islamophobia. The Oxford MP contacted her counterpart after new data revealed hate crimes had risen by 28% in the last year. The Labour chair says the government hasn't adopted the all-party parliamentary group's terminology on Islamophobia.
Morning, Nelly.
As Americans prepare to vote in the midterm elections
Letting
later,
in
Donald Trump's
water.
made a series of
Letting
teasers
in
that he'll run for
water.
president again in 2024.
I'm going to be making a very big announcement on Tuesday, November 15th at Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach, Florida.
In In a 2-hour speech, he also claimed the country's gone crazy under Joe Biden. The results will see either the Democrats maintain control of Congress or lose it to the Republicans, which would make it harder for Mr. Biden's administration to succeed. And researchers at Oxford have developed a new tool for doctors to estimate a patient's risk of having a serious fall. They say it will have a big impact on the way older patients are managed in terms of treatments or prevention strategies. In England, around 235,000 annual hospital admissions for over 65s are due to falls, costing the NHS an estimated £2.3 billion.
Jack FM Sports.
With ASM, does your car turn slower than Harry Maguire? ASM will buy your old car. Google ASM.
Funny, my head is so weird. Now I'm disappointed because I know I won't get a loan. It's like, oh shit. My head is weird, right?
The 2021 US Open champion had to withdraw from this week's Billie Jean King Cup finals, which start today in Glasgow, through injury. But Great Britain captain Anne Keothavong told Sky Sports News Raducanu's priority must be her health and fitness.
She's had a year on tour where she has now a better understanding of what the expectations are and how to manage her time, her body. So she'll have a clearer idea about that going into next year. And she's a Grand Slam champion. No one's going to take that away from her. And she's capable of achieving great things.
Jack FM weather.
It's going to be rain on and off today. Some sunny, dry patches as well. Highs of 14, but a bit of a breeze.
Thank you, Joe. Excellent. Excellent.
Thank you.
I 10 out of 10. I can't fault that. Would you like to come and join me in Fun Studio number 1? Studio number 1. Morning, dear listener. Ian Lee's Rude Awakening. For those who like that kind of stuff, we're playing more music. A lot of people on the Facebook were upset at the amount of music I was playing, Joe. I'm playing more music. When Will comes in, I'm going to read a list of things that anyone my age will go, yeah, oh yeah, I remember that. That will probably sound like I'm reading Chinese to you.
Right.
You know, we say it's all Greek to me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I just said it. The Greeks say it's all Chinese to me.
Do they?
Yeah. Why don't you believe anything I say?
No, because we're on the topic of like things we might not remember. I feel like you might make some up.
I would not make anything up.
Okay.
I would not make anything. Let's go to Mr. Bodell. Good morning, Mr. Bodell.
Good morning, Mr. Lee.
Okay, and yeah, let's ignore Joe, shall we?
I was just about to say, and good morning, Joe. I was waiting for a response.
There was no. Right, what young people don't do now? If I phone up my kids, they answer in their silence, and I go hello. They go hello. People have forgotten that the person who answers the phone is the one that says hello. And here's a great rule, Joe, that I gift this to you. If you phone someone up, or you're on a phone call and the line drops, as it often does with mobile phones, the person who made the call is the one that should call back.
Yes, I agree.
There we go. Lovely.
Etiquette.
Mr. Bodell.
Okay, do you want to try that again? Good morning, Joe.
Morning.
Morning. Reminiscing.
What
Ian.
about me?
Well, you already got your good morning.
Jeez, I don't like your tone today. You got a real cob on.
I don't really.
Okay.
Reminiscing. Okay. And maybe a word that you could add to your Will and Joe dictionary as well.
Yeah.
So I spent a lot of time with my nanny, if you like, in the 70s.
Yes.
Because the parents were working.
Yes.
But this house that she lived in, dear God, it was even out of date for the 70s.
Go on.
So what we had for amusement was a big box of just random Lego bricks.
Oh, I've still got a big box of random Lego bricks. That's going in the bin.
Yeah. And a mangle.
Oh, what? Sorry, now? A mangle?
A mangle.
Joe, hang on a second. Joe, do you know what a mangle is?
I'm just trying to think in my head if I can work it out. Is it something you'd play with?
Well, we did, but that's not its primary purpose.
Is its primary purpose something to do with washing?
Yes, go on.
Yes.
It's like a metal board that you'd like rub things on to wash
That's
them.
a washboard. No.
Oh.
But Paul, would you like to tell Joe what a mangle is?
Yeah, basically, a mangle was the two rulers, I guess, and you would put wet clothes through it and wind the handle round, and the rulers would slowly pull it through and
like
get
a
rid of the
pasta
excess
maker.
water.
Exactly like a pasta maker. The
Yeah.
thing is, it didn't get them dry, though, did it?
No, but we used to spend our days just trying to find things to put through it.
Mice, hedgehogs, anything else, Paul?
No, that's it.
Thank you very much indeed. I'm being reminded, of course, by Susan that it's not the correct thing for someone to do when they answer the phone is not go hello. The correct thing to do is go Slough 645884. You're supposed to give out. You're supposed to give your number so they knew what it was. If I think some people do that. We're going to talk about sleeping in a bit. You had a dream. Can we hear your dream?
Yeah. So there's a big backstory to it.
Okay.
But the main weird bit.
Yeah.
I was trying to get away from some people who had captured me. And whoever I was with, I don't know who it was. It could have been my partner. It's just a strange person.
Strange person. Your partner's a strange person, is
yeah.
it? Okay.
Decided that the best way to get away from the people who'd captured and sort of imprisoned me was if I got loads and loads of chicken breasts.
Sorry?
And I put them all over my body.
Oh.
Do you remember Lady Gaga's like steak dress?
Yeah, she had meat.
Yeah.
I'm going to be very careful. Okay, she had meat all over her.
Google it, yeah. So chicken breasts all over my body. And the thinking was, then the wolves would be attracted to me. And with all the wolves around me, the people that were trying to capture and imprison me would stay away.
But the wolves would be eating you, licking you, pawing you, clawing you.
The wolves were biting into the chicken breasts on me. But then the people who captured me, who I escaped from, left because they were scared of the wolves. And then the wolves just sort of left. And I took all the chicken off and I had loads of teeth in my arm.
That's the dream, is it? Why are you chuckling?
Because how does that happen? How does my brain go into that territory?
Because you're weirder than you think you are?
Yeah.
There we go. That's Joe's dream. We're going to make that a regular feature. Just after 8 every day, we're going to have Joe's dream. 01865, don't call him with your dreams. 01865 575 106, Jack FM.
Ian Lee's Rude Awakening.
That is messed
Terms
up.
and conditions apply. Jack FM can't guarantee it'll be rude
brains
at
are
all
so
times or awakening.
dumb. The weird stuff they come up with. No, John, someone will be in touch. Mr. Steve will be in touch. Good morning, Vietnam!
Do you know what? I just said the exact same thing.
Did you?
Yeah.
Good morning, Vietnam?
Yeah.
That is messed up.
That is
I
weird.
swear to God I didn't hear it.
No, I was in the car.
Shut up! Whoa, this is trippy! We're meant to be.
That's weird. The beard's gone.
Beard's gone, yeah. Beard's gone, short hair.
A new man. I'm back.
Good to have you back. Hope the funeral went as well as it could.
One of them, isn't it? But
One
yeah,
of them.
It's good to read it. It's the only chance you get to see people you otherwise wouldn't see.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it was put me up to the fireworks here. You had a good time?
Yeah, it was all right.
Like I said, the lights thing looked amazing.
That was actually insane.
Did you take the boys in the end?
No. They were up to another fireworks.
Oh.
Here we go. So, Will, it's nice to see you.
Good morning.
You've been off for 2 days.
I have.
See, there we go. Just say hello now.
Hello.
And again.
Hello.
There we go. That's better. Better. For some reason, I had to boost it when it was Joe. The office situation has changed out there.
Hang on, what?
I don't like it. If she were
haven't
just
seen-
to sit up. There we go. There she is. Eye contact.
Is that my desk there?
No. I don't think
No,
you
no,
have
no.
a desk. No, I don't think
Have I
you
lost my desk?
Yeah, mate. No desk for you.
Oh,
Here's
my
a weird thing.
goodness.
So Will came in, right? And I went, "Good morning, Vietnam!" And what happened on your journey?
Literally, I don't know why I did it in the car, but for some reason in the car I shouted the exact same thing.
What is going on?
That's weird.
That is trippy, man. My 10-year-old says trippy.
Trippy?
Yeah, that's trippy. Trippy is a reference to
Yeah,
LSD.
yeah, that's what I
He's 10. So we're talking, Will, and a bit later on, I want you and Joe in, because I'm just going to read a list of things that people my age will go, yep.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Oh, I forgot about that. That will be like I'm reading a Chinese shopping list to you, okay? So we're going to do that. And Joe is going to share some... I never do these reminiscent shows, but do you know what? Today... It feels like the day to do it, okay? My friend Scott has texted him, 81400. Start your text with the word Jack. When my mum was at school and her shoes would get too small for her, this wasn't a common thing, by the way.
Right, okay.
She wouldn't say anything and just put up with cramped, squashed feet because the first time she did it, her dad, Scott's granddad, cut the toes off her shoes and made her go to school like that because they couldn't afford new ones.
What?
Isn't it? Cut the toes off the shoes.
Is that what the 70s was like?
Well, she was probably, I would guess, late 50s, early 60s.
Right, okay.
So it's a slightly different.
Jeez, man.
And now, everyone thinks the olden days were great. They weren't. Everything is better now. Everything is better now. The politics is the same. You got what's his name? Williamson.
Oh yeah.
Go and slit your throat. Go and slit your throat. But in the old days, you had all kinds of shenanigans that I probably shouldn't go in.
Did you say outside toilets were a thing as well?
Yeah. You've never heard of outside toilets?
Well, I've never seen one.
Didn't have toilet paper in the outside toilet. Do you know what you'd have?
Do I want to know?
Newspaper.
What?
Wipe your bum with a
I
newspaper.
thought you were going to say like a sponge on the stick or
No,
something.
we're not Romans. Newspaper to wipe your bum with. Would you like some newspaper? What for? To wipe your bum with. I'm not doing a country. It's just me doing a silly voice. I'm doing a silly voice. If it sounds like a country, it's not meant to be, all right? Yeah, outside toilets, they're horrible.
That sounds disgusting.
Not
get cold in there.
That's what, you know the phrase, excuse me one second. You know the phrase, built like a brick shit house?
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was a brick
Oh, was
house.
it one of them?
That's what a brick house is.
Is that where the expression comes from?
Yeah. Built like a brick
Yeah.
house.
Mhm, yeah.
It's an outside toilet. That's what that was.
That does make sense.
Horrible, terrifying, dark,
Can't get my
evil
head around
place.
that.
01865 575 106 Jack FM.
Ian Lee's Rude Awakening with Polar Technology Group Ensham, recruiting for TIG welders for SST technology to make products used in
got one,
motorsports
mate.
and Formula
That's not
1.
even a joke.
Race over to ssgtechnology.com. 106 Jack FM. Let's hope Ian gets to the finish line soon.
Jack FM traffic.
All lanes open now on the M4 eastbound, 14 Hungerford to 13
Music is
Chieveley,
better,
and traffic's
Alfie.
easing off as well on that stretch. The Botley
60s
interchange
was
looking very
shit.
busy now
The
towards the
70s
centre of
was
Oxford.
shit.
Heavy traffic heading
Apart
through
from the
towards Oakley
Beatles
Bridge
and a
from
few
the
other things,
A34.
it
We've got
was
congestion as you head through on the A14 into Cutslow Wolvercote, also busy at Ensham because of the roadworks at the roundabout. Abingdon delays on Ox Street, Stratton Way. Heavy traffic across the bridge at Nags Head Islands, roadworks near the Broadflex pub. And we've got in Banbury, Henneth Way, delays heading through towards the Southern Road roundabout. There's more for you on the Jack Radio Player.
Remember when you could still outrun the kids? I mean, I feel fine, but like all of us, I'm getting older. And it's important to think about the future. That's why everyone over 40 qualifies for a free health check from the NHS. They check your cholesterol and give you personalised lifestyle advice, all in less than 30 minutes. Visit oxfordshire.gov.uk/NHS health checks now for details. Stay healthy for your family. Arrange your free check today.
Christmas is coming, the goose is getting fat, and if you need a Christmas tree, the Sea Cadets can see to that.
Oxford Sea Cadets are selling a great range of Nordsman trees and decorations too, all at affordable prices. You'll be getting a great tree and helping a charity that provides young people with adventures and life skills. Order online at oxfordseacadets.org for click and collect or delivery, or just come and choose one at Meadow Lane by Donington Bridge.
Get your tree now from Oxford Sea Cadets.
At Finders Keepers, we know investing in property isn't about timing the market. It's about time in the market. With over 50 years of experience, we have helped thousands of landlords find the right properties to invest in, and we can help you too. Buy-to-let still delivers better value than many other investments, especially in Oxfordshire. So don't wait to invest. Invest and wait. Visit finders.co.uk now. Finders Keepers. Property properly.
Having a cough's annoying, but having a... sorry, excuse me, a cough while you're recording a voiceover, that's really annoying. When it's not the right time for a cough, feel the power of Cavonia. Could I just grab some of that? Brill, thanks. Cavonia Dry and Tickly Cough Linctus contains glycerol. Always read the label.
Come in, Earth. Get an out-of-this-world price. GigaClear full fibre broadband from 17 Earth pounds per month. Repeat. Full fibre broadband rocketing directly into your home for just 17 pounds. It's a giga-powered game-changer. Prepare to jettison your slow and costly old connection.
Switch now and find your digital happiness.
From just £17 per month, you're GigaClear for takeoff.
Terms and conditions apply.
I was so nervous before our first date.
But then we just talked for hours. I honestly felt like
I'd known him forever. I couldn't believe
some of the things we told each other.
the way he looked at me. It was just
Electric. Eventually the restaurant
threw us out. And I thought, wow, I've met
someone who just
gets me.
At eHarmony, we don't just match you with anyone. We get to know you better first. That's why every 14 minutes, someone finds love on eHarmony. To find out more, download the app or visit our website.
Ian Lee's Rude Awakening on Jack FM. It's what's known in the trade as a breakfast show, but we traded it for these magic beans.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got, don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because
You got me! Yes!
Yes!
You got me!
Yes!
Woo! Yes, mate, that was it. That was it! You may have heard that. He got me. Oh, do you want to get Joe in? If she's available. You got me. You feel alive, right? You lose 2 years, but you feel alive. Right. If you're one of the people keeping account of the number of jumps we do to each other, Will just got me for the first time. First time. First time. What's that? What's he say at the end? Come.
Come on.
Come.
Just
Come.
Just come on.
Come. You missed yesterday.
What happened?
Someone said sucking, but you know, on a phone line.
Do you know what? I saw the Discord and I thought, what on earth's going on?
And this poor bloke, Simon, kept phoning back. We're going, no, we ain't taking that. And he emailed and I ignored it. And then we're outside, the forensics team, me, Joe and Jordan, we're outside playing it going, I think it is F. Is it F? And then we went, oh no, it's sucking, because I was talking about sucking flannels. I was talking about sucking.
It's easy to get the first letter of those words mixed up.
Well, on a phone line, you know, it's difficult. Right, let's play. Right, look, here we go. Oh, geez, that's loud, isn't it? No one needs to hear Kokomo that loud. So I'm going to read a list of things that people my age will go, yep, oh, okay, I remember that. If any of these mean anything to you, ring this bell.
Okay.
Put the bell in the middle. Right. Space hopper. What is it, please?
It's like the big round thing. and then you
Inflatable.
jump on it.
Oh, my mic's off.
Your mic is up.
It's the far
No.
one, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's the far. It's the far right.
Yeah.
Joe's on the-
Inflatable, bouncy thing.
Big,
Okay, all right.
pregnant women sit on it sometimes, don't they?
Pregnant
That's a
women.
bit of a different inflatable.
But it is
ball.
a space hopper.
It doesn't have handles.
So
Right,
you-
would it not help if it did?
Well,
It might
maybe.
do.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't, because you have to. No.
To be fair, the face on it would make it a little bit demeaning.
Okay, so you don't know what a space hopper is.
I do.
Tiger tokens. Joe's thinking.
Something to do with cereal.
No.
No.
It's Frosties.
Teas made.
Sorry.
Teas made.
No.
Oh, you don't know what a teas made is? Will's looking.
Someone who makes tea.
It teas made. Joe.
Is it the thing you put over the teapot to keep the tea warm?
That's a tea cozy.
No.
I do
Teas
with that.
made. Oh, tiger tokens were tokens you get at petrol stations, and you could get glasses when you got enough, like drinking
Of
glasses.
course they were, naturally.
A teas made was a little white rectangular box that had a clock on it. It was an alarm clock, and in one side you had basically it made tea for you when you woke up.
Right.
You had water in one side, milk in the other, and it would heat up, and you wake up and go, "Oh, I have a nice cup of tea."
Well, why don't we have them anymore? That sounds great.
Yeah.
The tea was crap.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Okay, let's go for luncheon vouchers. Do you know what luncheon means, Will?
Posh way of saying lunch.
It
I would
is,
have
yes.
thought.
Look, lunch is an abbreviation for luncheon. You don't know what luncheon vouchers were.
Lunch vouchers for lunch.
Like school meals?
Meal
No,
deals.
I'm not quite sure what it is, but I know that if you would go to cafes, right, and it would say, "We accept luncheon vouchers."
Is it something to do with like rations?
Do you know what? It might be connected. I think sometimes employers would give you luncheon vouchers so you could go and eat. Okay, watch out. There's a Humphrey about.
No.
Egg.
Egg? What?
An egg.
Are you thinking Humpty Dumpty?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, there's. What? Do you know? I'm not. I think Humphrey was a milkshake, but I'm not sure. Someone will tell me in the chat. I think someone will tell me. Breakfast bar.
That's it.
Still
We've
a
still
thing,
got
isn't it?
those, haven't we? Breakfast bars.
Do we still have them?
Just a cereal bar.
They're like in
Oh.
the kitchen.
You're wrong, Joe. Ring the bell.
Oh.
In the kitchen, yeah, you got like a breakfast bar in the kitchen instead of like a dining table. You'd have a like breakfast bar. You can have both.
Yeah. People still have them.
Yeah.
You thought it was cereal bars,
To be
Joe?
fair, I can see why you'd think that. Yeah. You've just misunderstood bar.
Okay. Okay. What does that say? Oh, Christopher Lillicrap.
No.
No idea.
Okay, he was a kids' TV presenter called Christopher Lillicrap.
This must have been a stage name.
No, it's not. His real name is wait, that's his real name. But he used to go under the name Chris Lillicrap, and he was a kids' TV presenter. And there's a great story he would tell about how he got called in one day by the bosses, and he got a memo saying we need to talk about changing your name because you can't use your name on TV. So he thought, God, they're gonna make me change my surname. But what they said was, you can't call yourself Chris Lillicrap. We prefer Christopher Lillicrap. I think we may have done. Oh, Will, do you know what a slip is? Joe, you know what a slip is, right? Ring the bell.
Okay.
I'd forgotten this
A
word.
bit of paper.
No.
A slip.
So, do you know what a petticoat is? Wow.
Is it like a trench coat?
It's so cute.
Maybe for some.
Would you like to educate us, please, Joe?
A petticoat and a slip, they're sort of similar. It's like something you might wear, like an undergarment.
Oh, you'd wear it under your
dear.
skirt.
Yeah.
But I don't quite know what it did, and you'd say, "Oh, I can see your slip," because it would go low.
I think it was maybe in case your dress or your skirt slid up, and then there was something to cover your legs.
Why did Will laugh at the line? I can see your slip. It's gone low. Why are you
just a bit?
You getting embarrassed
No, a
about
little bit,
ladies'
yeah.
undergarment?
Can we move on?
Slips are still around.
They don't go low as often as they used to. I'm being told Humphrey was a pretend milk thief who was blamed running out of milk. Oh, so Humphrey would steal milk, like Hamburglar, right? You know Hamburglar, right?
Isn't he a big? Is he a big burger?
Off of McDonald's.
Yeah, the Hamburglar.
It's a big burger, though, isn't it? That's the character.
No, he was Hamburglar.
He used to steal burgers.
He would have like stripy
I've worked that
jersey, jersey, eye mask, and a swag bag, and he would go and steal
Don't know
burgers.
what I'm thinking of.
So Humphrey is the milk equivalent of the Hamburger.
Is that when the milk bottles were left outside the doors in the morning?
People still get that.
People still get
Do
it.
they?
Yeah, my
Really?
next door neighbour Betty does, but
Well,
she's
yeah,
84.
well, yeah, that's-
We'll have more of this after this. Thank you, guys. Funny.
Hiring composite technicians for Lentus Composites.
Funny.
Check out the job spec and perks at lentuscomposites.co.uk. One of the perks of working at Jack FM is playing what we want.
This is Sam from Swanley. Hi, guys. Sam is one of our brilliant McDonald's business managers. Ah, thank you. He runs a successful restaurant, inspires his team, delivers for the business.
Aruba, Jamaica. Oh, I want to take ya. Bermuda, Bahama. Shove it up your arsehole.
I'm sure if you ask him, Sam would say he's only
There's
just
a
getting started.
video of me on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's not just of me. I'm very only in it a tiny bit of slipping on a football pitch on Sunday.
Have you tweeted it?
No, but I will do actually. You have to squint to see it. But it is there.
At Cheveley, and traffic easing off as well on that stretch. The Botley interchange looking very busy now and towards the centre of Oxford. Heavy traffic heading through towards Oakeney Bridge from the 34. Congestion as you head through on
Guys, I need more words and phrases to show these young people.
Abingdon delays on Ox Street, Stratton Way. Heavy traffic heading across the bridge at Nagshead Island as roadworks near the Broadflex pub. And we're going in Banbury, Hennef Way. Delays heading.
That's. I can see your slip. Just sounded really inappropriate.
Oh, you think it means Fanny?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And online, this is Jack FM.
I've never made the noise I made before, though. I'll be honest.
Joe, with your headlines, most schools in England say they face having to make redundancies next year. A survey of head teachers by the NAHT union found half could have to lay off teachers to cut their hours, prompting calls for more government funding. Support for NHS workers in Oxfordshire struggling with the cost of living crisis is ramping up this week, as well as free breakfasts for those who need it. There's cheaper hot meal options for staff at all 4 hospitals run by the Oxford University Hospitals Trust. Free bikes are also being made available for staff. Donald Trump has dropped a series of new hints that he will run to be president.
We've done that, Jimmy. We've done the 50 pence in the telly.
He was making final pitches to voters ahead of today's
I'll tell you
midterm
again,
elections. Olivia Atwood says she's heartbroken, or heartbroken is an understatement, after she was forced to leave I'm a Celebrity. The former Love Island contestant has been sent home by the show's doctors. And a grey pinstripe suit worn by Sir Winston Churchill has gone on display at his birthplace, Blenheim Palace. The suit brought to auction was made by British fashion retailer Austin Reed in the 1950s.
Jack FM Sport.
With ASM, does your car start less than Cristiano Ronaldo? ASM will buy it. Google ASM.
Oxford United will play Exeter City at home in the second round of this season's Emirates FA Cup if they can beat Woking in the first round. It's after the initial game was called off on Sunday because of a waterlogged pitch. The match hasn't And British tennis number one Emma Raducanu has apparently exchanged messages with England captain Harry Kane to help her deal with the pressures of being in the spotlight. The 2020
Oh, man up,
World
woman.
champion had to withdraw from the Billie Jean King Cup finals, which start today in Glasgow.
You snowflake.
Man up, woman.
It's going to be a bit wet at times today. There'll also be some dry, sunny patches.
You know what I'd say to that lady footballer? Man up, woman.
Talking about Emma Raducanu.
Is it tennis?
Yeah.
Man up, woman. Still works. You could what now? Have I just cancelled myself? Oh, not again. Will missed the chat earlier on. Thanks so much for listening to the show when you're not here. We did talk about it for about 7 minutes. What were you listening to?
What time was this?
What time weren't you listening?
What time was it? So I listened up till 7:30.
Okay, we talked about it in the first half hour.
No, you didn't.
We literally did.
You didn't talk about it.
Get the logs.
I will get the logs, but you didn't.
I need a log in a minute.
It was after the 7:30 news.
What's a disgusting thing to say? Imagine. You know I'm sleeping here tonight.
Are you?
Yeah, I got a corporate gig, mate.
I did hear that in London.
What are you
going to do for 10 minutes?
Why were you in London?
What are you going to do for 10 minutes?
I'll tell you what I'm going to do for 10 minutes. I'm going to get a picture of you and throw darts at you.
Yeah, the first 90 seconds I'm a celeb stories, and then you're going to sing.
Look at that person on telly. Don't they look silly?
I can't.
Go and have a look. Quick, go and have a look. Sorry.
Oh, missed it.
Okay. I don't know. Right. Will doesn't know. Please don't talk when I'm talking, mate.
Sorry.
Respect me. When I was younger, I didn't have one. You'd rent TVs. You didn't own a TV. You get them from Radio Rentals or Rumbelows. The TV repairman would come around and fix it. Some people had a TV where you had to put 50p in the slot, turn a handle, and then you get like an evening's worth of television.
Like a pool table?
Yeah, just like a pool table. And if someone wanted to watch a programme, they put a quid on the top. I'm up next.
Well, what else? What would be the first thing that comes to your head? All right.
I would think air hockey.
Hmm.
What do you put? Okay, here's the phone in. What do you put money in? I do remember gumball machines. It's like tuppence when I was a kid, probably 20 pence when you were.
I got one of those for Christmas once, like a little one.
Yeah, my son got a grabber for Christmas.
But you had to put money in it.
Yeah, but it was yours. You could get the money back out. I don't know if your mum told you that.
I don't think she did.
Your mum was making dollar off of you.
She was.
01865. We'll just do a quick fire round now. 01865 575 106. Just phone up very quickly, go straight to air, and just tell me something you put money in. All right. I've got some more things for you. Let me know. I can see if the phone rings because I'm got eyes in the back of my head. I can see it. No phone calls. So yeah. There's no phone calls. So yeah. Anyway, I'm sleeping here tonight.
So you genuinely sleeping here?
Yeah. I'm sleeping here tonight.
Where are you sleeping?
Up your bum.
Okay, no need for that.
Well, I'm going to bring a sleeping bag and a pillow because I'm going home first. Got to do this corporate in London.
Right.
And then it finishes about 10:30. So I get home about 11:30. So I might as well come here at midnight, have a little kip, get up at 6, have a shower.
You could have a shower.
I'm going to use the shower. Going to bring a towel and everything.
Yeah.
Caller.
Caller.
I know. I can see. I've got eyes in the back of my
just
head.
trying to help.
Hello, caller. Yes. The what? Oh, the bank account. Goodbye, caller. I want to do. I'm tempted to ban all callers because they're really getting on my nerves at the moment. Green Cross code. What would you use it for specifically? It is how to cross the road.
Green man.
Stop. No, she was right. So your diss of her.
Hang on, what do you mean? You just said she wasn't right.
No, she was right for crossing the road.
Right, well, I'm sorry, Joe.
Okay, what's the Green Cross? This is for Will. What's the Green Cross code, man?
To help you. Right, hang on, the man.
The Green. So there's a Green Cross code. What was the Green Cross code, man?
Is it the little man?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Lollipop person.
What is the black? You know the lollipop sign? There's a black strip in the middle of it. What is the black strip for? No, it is for if someone does not obey you stopping, you write down the number plate with a bit of chalk. No, it's not even a. I swear to God, everything I'm telling you today is true. Well, then pass it on. Here's all right.
What if another car does it, and then you've got to just you've got to wait.
Do the other side. All right.
No, but you limit it to 2 cars.
Here we go. The 70s rubbish. Here we go. This is the Green Cross Code Man. Okay, that guy,
superhero in the world.
That guy, unfortunately, right? So this guy, that's not his voice. His name is David Prowse. He's got a very strong, like Southwest accent. I think it is. Can't remember where he's from. Right. So that's not his voice. He is one of the biggest movie characters of all time, and they didn't use his voice for that either. He went to Bristol, got a Bristol accent. Yeah. So he went to the cinema to see the movie he was in. It wasn't. They dubbed him over and they hadn't told him. He is one of the biggest villains of all time. Who does he play? One of the biggest villains of all time.
The Joker.
Nope. Dave Prowse.
Is it in like a superhero movie?
It's in a space movie.
Darth Vader.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Darth Vader.
What?
David Prowse played Darth
Can you
Vader.
imagine Darth Vader with a Bristolian accent?
You can see
Luke, I'm your father.
If you go on YouTube, well, do you know what? We'll try and find some. If you go on YouTube, there is some of it with his accent. We'll have some of that. We'll have more of these in a bit.
Rude Awakening on Jack FM.
I'm sure there is.
Waffle, but very little syrup.
Dave Prowse. There we go. Is this it?
I want them alive!
We want them alive!
Find the passengers of this vessel.
There we go. Come on! I don't think that's him. No, that's not him. That's not him. But that's kind of.
That's amazing. I never knew that.
We're nearly done. It's 9:15.
Absolute. Can't remember. Do you know, I drove from Torquay this morning. Yeah.
How long does that take?
2.5 hours.
So you did a kind of medium length drive.
Medium length.
2.5 hours.
160 miles.
Yeah.
That's good for
4
four.
hours I'd
That's
have
good
gone,
for four.
oh wow.
Yeah.
But 2.5 hours. All right. That can sometimes take me that to get into central London if there are protests.
Well, then you're an idiot for driving.
I'm not an idiot for driving tonight. I'm getting very well paid as it happens. That's why I'm
Are
prepared
you
to sleep.
genuinely stay there?
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to it. It's not I'm going to be so tired tomorrow. But if my theory is if I go home, I get a little bit more sleep here, hopefully. And if I go home, I might not wake up with the alarm, so I'll be shattered.
Yeah. No, I get that. We've had those sofas are pretty comfy.
Yeah.
Rude Awakening is one of your 5 a day. It's also the other 4 of your 5 a day.
Why is everyone so surprised that I'm going to sleep here tonight? The people in the chat are surprised. You're surprised. Joe is surprised. What is that about? You never slept somewhere else.
It's not a normal thing to do.
Have you ever slept somewhere else? 01865 575 106. What do you mean it's not a normal thing to do?
Sleep at work?
Yeah. Sometimes it feels like you're sleeping at work during the show.
Okay, there it is.
We can hear Darth Vader as voiced by David Prowse. It's not great. It's very quiet, but I think we can hear it.
I'm blown away by this.
Here we go. Hang on. Got to listen carefully. Oh, you gotta love Dave Prowse. Yeah. Have you never slept anywhere else?
What, other than home?
Well, have you slept somewhere else? That's the phone in, mate. It's a simple question.
What, in a tent?
But that doesn't
In a
count.
field?
That doesn't count.
Why does that not count?
Because tents are, you expect to sleep in tents.
At a friend's house?
Again, that doesn't count. Have you slept somewhere else?
It's a very ominous question.
I don't think you know what ominous means.
It's not ominous. What's the word I'm thinking of?
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's a great question.
Yeah. Have you ever? I don't get it. Have you ever slept somewhere else?
But what do you mean by somewhere that isn't normal? Is that what you're trying to say? Well, you didn't specify.
Have you ever slept somewhere else?
No.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Lee's Rude Awakening with Polar Technology.
Right, I'm off for a piss.
Specialists in high-tech
Should we go and get a coffee? Have we got time for a coffee?
We've got time for a coffee, mate.
Cough.
106 Jack FM.
Jack FM traffic.
Quite busy usual places. You've got some slow traffic heading for the Botley interchange in towards Oakley Bridge. Heavy traffic Banbury Road up through Summertown. Southbound down from Oxford Parkway, Qsell. All the approaches to the Cutslow roundabout. And busy for the Bulkett roundabout on the A40 as you head through from Cassington. Ensham Cassington, we've got roadworks around the Ensham roundabout. So that's backing up as you head through just after the High Cogs turn off. And some slow traffic in Abingdon, Oxford Street, Stratton Way is looking rather busy. Also heavy heading across the bridge from Culham because of the roadworks there on the Abingdon side. More travel on the Jack Radio Player.
For my next drink, I will combine toffee, coffee, and magic. Behold, a Starbucks toffee nut latte. Add ice for an iced toffee nut latte. Or try the all-new toffee nut cream cold brew. Coffee, toffee, festive magic. Ooh, where was I? Oh yeah, order for Sam.
Festive faves are back at Starbucks on Starbucks Delivers and the Starbucks UK app. While stocks last, participating stores, T's and C's apply.
We'd just like to interrupt this ad break to say 106 Jack FM.
Jack FM and OAS present The Apprentice Podcast.
Hi, I'm Andrea Fox. Join me for a new podcast where I find out about the apprenticeships that Oxfordshire Advanced Skills have to offer, directly from the apprentices themselves.
You learn different skills. It's a very good facility. A lot of the equipment is new.
And the team at OAS.
Right now, there's a skills shortage in engineering, and if you get those diverse people, we can fill those gaps.
As well as listening to our podcast, why not attend the next OAS opening evening on the 9th of February? You can tour the facilities and meet
about the lie that you told me several times last week?
I don't lie to you, really. Not knowingly.
I'll see you Saturday at the fireworks. You can meet my mum.
I worried it was this.
So you knew what it was?
Yeah. Well, that was my first.
I'll
thought,
see you. I'll see you Saturday, boss. I'll see you Saturday, boss, and you can meet my mum.
Sounds like one of those.
Were you there on Saturday?
No,
I didn't see you.
I wasn't there Saturday.
No.
No.
Where were you?
I was in Devon.
Okay, so about 200 miles away.
What?
So the lie. What was the lie for, mate?
Well, I was at a funeral.
This had better be good, buddy.
I was at.
This had better be good, buddy. I'll tell you what, buddy.
I was at.
This had better be good.
I was at.
This had better be good, buddy.
So I was at a funeral.
Don't play the funeral card.
Suffering a loss of a close family friend.
Okay, all right. You got me. That was on Friday. The fireworks are on Saturday. Why weren't you there, buddy?
Well, I just think it was a mark of respect to not go and
But the
celebrate.
fireworks are for a dead man. You know that, right?
Yeah, but it's not
For
yeah.
Guido Fawkes. It's for a dead man.
Yeah. Don't know what we celebrate with.
It's a weird one. And
It's a
what was
weird
weird,
one.
I tell you what was really weird. After the fireworks ended, for the next 45 minutes, we all looked at a pile of burning pallets. 25,000 people watching a pile of burning pallets. The bonfire.
It is weird.
It was really weird.
I can't stand bonfires. It freaked me out.
Why? Because of the hedgehogs.
Yeah. I didn't think about the hedgehogs.
Screw them. They're stupid. Survival of the fittest.
Don't speak about hedgehogs like that.
Survival of the fittest.
They're one of my favourite animals.
Remember COVID? Came about because someone done it with a bat.
Was that the? I thought it was a soup.
No, that was they.
Is that the cover up?
Why did you lie to me? Why were you not at the fireworks?
thought-
Why did I not get to meet your mum?
I thought.
We'll find out why after the news with John.
With Polar Technology Group Ensham, we are hiring engineers for Lentus Composites to make
No, my mum was fully gutted about it, but
Fly
it
to
was.
lentuscomposites.co.uk. We've offered
It was
full
mayhem.
jacket
It was a
breakfast
good night.
I
but
just
it was
sort of
mayhem.
thought, you know, in the same way you don't have two X's in a room, new producer, old producer in the same place. It's going to be a clash, you know. Don't want to make anyone jealous. All right.
I get ya.
Turn off there near to Oxford Parkway Park and ride. Watch out for congestion. Backing up onto Marston Ferry Road, that's queuing back to Chilwell Drive, and slow traffic at the Botley interchange in towards the centre of Oxford to Oakley Bridge, and pretty busy around the Headington roundabout. All approaches very slow A40 there, heading through from Forest Hill. More travel for you on the Jack Radio Player.
For my next drink, I will combine toffee, coffee, and magic. Behold, a Starbucks toffee nut latte. Add ice for an iced toffee nut latte. Or try the all-new toffee nut cream cold brew. Coffee, toffee, festive magic. Ooh,
You're unbelievable. I wonder if I've got right.
Festive
What we
flavors are
got?
back at Starbucks on Starbucks Delivers and the Starbucks UK app. While stocks last, participating stores, T's and C's apply.
In order to meet the sales team's targets, here's another
You seen the thing of the guy on Sky Sports News?
No.
So his trousers have split.
Oh yeah.
He's not wearing any boxers.
Oh baby.
You can spot it.
But before that, you'll be joined by all our armed forces.
Oh my God.
Twitter descended into chaos and people were playing bollock or cock.
Oh my God, bollock or cock, yeah.
Get a selfie with a Royal
That'd
Navy
do
tank
it.
gun. Join Oxford United for lots of family fun on Military Day on Saturday the 19th of November. Get your tickets at oufctickets.co.uk.
3 reasons to visit the Three Horseshoes in Benson. 1, it's now fully refurbished and more stylish than ever. 2, a brand new menu of incredible food you'll love, including a fabulous Sunday
what have we
lunch.
got?
3, it's open 7 days a week with a warm welcome from Fluxy. Visit Three Horseshoes.
Annoying, but having a sorry, excuse me, yeah. A cough while you're recording a voiceover. That's really annoying. When it's not the right time for a cough, feel the power of Cavonia. Could I just grab some of that? Brill, thanks. Cavonia Dry and Tickly Cough Linctus contains glycerol,
Always read the label.
Making festive treats with the kids.
Lovely.
Making sure there's some left for the big day.
Just one, please.
Well, you can't win at everything. Get the big day without the big budget and make the magic go further with Wilco. Wilco. Lots of little wins.
When Christmas spirit is alive and bright, sleigh bells and reindeer will take flight. Believe, Santa's magical grotto is back this Christmas at Westgate, Oxford. And so is Norbert, a little reindeer with a very big dream. So if you can't wait until Christmas Eve, step into Believe. From December the 1st at Westgate, Oxford. Book now. Search Westgate Oxford Believe for details.
Christmas at Wadston Manor returns from the 12th of November. Step inside an enchanting fairy tale chateau, bedecked with beautiful Christmas displays. And in the grounds, see spectacular illuminations as dusk falls. Shop unique gifts at our Christmas market until the 18th of December and refuel with festive food to go or a sumptuous winter
That says Massey's in the chat. Are you Massey?
Manor near Aylesbury. Book today at wadston.org.uk.
Jack FM, with the latest news next.
Is it worth replacing an old boiler? As a British gas engineer, I get asked that a lot, especially if the boiler's been on a bit. I recommend upgrading to a new one, if you can, because they're way more energy efficient and could save you up to £840 on your energy bills. Plus, you can spread the cost over 5 years, interest-free. That's a win-win in my book.
Search British Gas New Boiler. British Gas, here to solve. New boiler saving compared to G-rated boiler. British Gas is a credit broker, not a lender, using a panel of lenders. Credit subject to status. Terms and exclusions apply.
On 106 FM, DAB and online, this is Jack FM News.
Joe with the latest. Most schools in England say they face having to make redundancies next year. A survey of head teachers by the NAHT union found half could have to lay off teachers or cut their hours, prompting calls for more government funding. Fresh cost of living help for NHS staff at Oxford University hospitals is launching this week. Free breakfasts are being offered to those who need it, plus free bicycles that have been renovated by prisoners. The Trust has already paid all workers £100, with a £250 contribution to sustainable transport costs. It's also introducing...
Sorry. Morning, Ben. Good morning, Ian. How are you? I'm good. Yeah, is that all right? Yeah, no problem, mate. Look at you, you professional. Thanks, man. See you in a sec.
Making final pitches to voters ahead of today's midterm elections, which could see Joe Biden lose many of his supporters in Congress. The president's warned the country's democracy is at stake.
We know in our bones that our democracy is at risk, and we know that this is your moment to defend it, preserve it, protect it, choose it. And I want you to know, we'll meet this moment. Remember, the power in America lies where it always does, in your hands, the hands of the people.
Experts at Oxford University have led the largest study into the most common type of blood cancer and found almost 200 different subgroups. Looking at the entire genome sequences of 1,500 patients enrolled in a national clinical trial, they were able to identify several new types of blood cancers. Researchers hope the data could be used to help doctors recommend what kind of treatment is best. Sir Gavin Williamson's denying fresh bullying accusations, including that he told a civil servant to slit your throat. Cabinet Office ministers already facing an investigation over leaked abusive messages to the former chief whip. And Olivia Attwood says heartbroken's an understatement after she was forced to leave I'm a Celebrity. The former Love Island contestant has been sent home by the show's doctors.
Jack FM Sport.
With ASM. Interested in joining the title-winning team at ASM? They're recruiting. Google ASM.
England goalkeeper Jordan Pickford says they're confident they can go all the way and win the World Cup in Qatar. The national team head into the tournament on their worst run since 1993 after 6 games without a victory. But
So we did
Pickford
the
told
Lionel
Sky
Richie
Sports News it
competition
hasn't
yesterday.
helped their confidence.
We know
We
what
had-
we want as a group of lads. We want to go away
And
and win it.
the number that
We've
were
got
right.
the best teams to win it. Which
Really?
there's no
Yeah.
denying that. It's
I
gonna
felt
be
really
tough,
sad because,
but we have that belief in
well, I talked about
ourselves.
outside, but I just thought, right, that sums things up.
Jack FM weather.
So a few showers this lunchtime and this afternoon. See things looking dry. Quite a breezy day today. Highs of 14. Similar temperatures tomorrow, but it should be dry and bright.
Sausage soup! Sausage soup! Sausage soup! Has anyone got any sausage soup? I really fancy a sausage soup. What are you putting on Facebook?
I just can't say I've ever had it.
Well, guess what it is? You got it, baby.
But what's the liquid?
The soup.
No, but yeah,
Sausage.
how do you get? So it's just sausage flavoured water with
Sausage
sausages.
juice. Joe, would you like to come into the fun Studio One, hang out with the cool guys?
It's not the juice from like the tins of hot dogs, is it?
Oh my God, I could drink that.
Could you?
I could drink that. Good food at the fireworks that you didn't come to the other day, Will. You promised
Can you also
you'd come to.
apologise for fading my microphone down in the middle of my news bulletin?
Do you know what, Will? I think you should apologise.
As you full well know, that was nothing to do with me.
Well, okay, I did it. Whoa! I did it, but you're the producer. You're in charge of the output, mate.
Should we swap seats?
Not a chance.
Yeah.
But I think you owe Joe an apology.
I'm not apologising.
So you don't respect her work?
No, I think she's great at the news.
Okay, then why did you allow me, an idiot, to fade her
Look,
out?
Joe, to save time on this, I'm sorry.
Hey, you idiot! It was my fault, and you apologise for it.
Can we just move on?
Sausage soup. We got Ben on the line. Good morning, Ben. Yeah. Oh, yes, I do. You get to watch these really bleak films of kids dying. Literally kids dying if you watch I can't remember what the one's called. But yeah, go on. What was your favourite? I don't remember that, no. The same people that write this rubbish. Ben, thank you very much indeed. It's not the best line, but no, I'm going to read. We're doing a reminiscence show, which we don't normally do, but I'm going for it. You right, Joe?
Yep.
Your nails look great. Look at that. What colour is that chocolate?
Mushroom?
Oh,
No, I don't really know.
they are nice, aren't they?
Isn't they? Chocolate. I would say.
So
You say
that ring is sparkling as well, isn't it, today?
Little polish. Little polish. So I'm going to read some more.
That's all right.
Oh, Will. Oh, Joe.
I forget people can only hear us.
Engagement
sometimes.
ring, just to explain.
Yeah.
Talking about chocolate and rings and... Oh dear.
Can I tell you something that I remember?
Is it that you hate working with us? Because I would totally back that up.
As well as that.
Okay.
Something that I remember that no one else seems to when I was younger.
Yeah.
My first pair of hair straighteners was sort of like each tongue side was kind of like an iron. You had to fill it with water.
Whoa.
And then the
What?
water would heat
cool.
up.
Yeah.
And then when that made the metal plates hot like an iron, and then you'd straighten your hair. And as I was straightening my hair, bits of water would like spit out at me.
Scalding your face.
You essentially ironed your hair.
Yeah, but no one remembers it.
Your hair looked great, but your face was covered in welts. Good morning, caller. Is this Mrs. Doubtfire? Here's the thing, right? I always get the same thing from the Chinese. I get chow mein, chicken chow mein, and pork, sweet and sour, Hong Kong style. Sometimes Szechuan style.
I like the Szechuan.
It's the same as the Hong Kong style. But here's something I'm old enough to remember, and you'll remember this, Vanessa, when... I'd love to, but let's do this. I'm old enough to remember when you didn't have takeaway. They didn't deliver food. The first time we learned about pizza. Do you remember this, Vanessa? Where did you first learn about pizza and home delivery of food? Happy Days. It was Happy Days. Delivered all the restaurant. Restaurant in a town. Have a Bernie in. Mum cooked it. She cook? Did soup. It's soup. Your mum and dad on, I don't know, 12 years. Mum would cook it. Vanessa's gone. She obviously...
We have it good, man.
Yeah, we do.
Got our pick.
Don't have to move off the
ways unless you want delivers.
No,
but,
I don't.
Yeah, but donuts is sort of it.
So you two can Shazza.
It's Phones and Iron.
Richard, I might have.
Jack FM.
Let's see. Come on. Woo. Beef curtains. do the Boris Johnson?
I don't know.
I think he's...
Fair.
You not heard this? All the fizz are down.
Homebox one isn't been done.
Really?
Give it.
That never. Woohoo! I need the specific clip. Somewhere on here.
It was over the weekend about. She's been brave. She reads it on her. I said to her, I signed up. You don't want to stop.
So. Of
Yeah. Do you want to see me slip up?
Yeah, always got something on it. Yes, mate.
Right, there I am.
Which one are you? Oh, that one.
Hey! Next week.
Rude Awakening, a slice of just a of We Can't FM.
Over. Team on its way out. Ciao, ciao, ciao.